What's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece? Beautiful day in Louisville today.
Yeah, it is. It's always a beautiful day.
You got something on your mind. Before you get into that, let me ask you a quick question real quick. Something we talked about I thought was interesting.
What's that?
You said those serial killers, most of them will only talk, the one you ran into will only talk to you.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I can't speak for them, but here's what I used to always think. My behavior in prison, I was somebody in prison, I always fight the guards. That was a plus for all inmates. Because it's us against them. I'm always fighting. I'm fighting somebody. And I'm walking around in the penitentiary system like it's whatever with me. And these serial killers, for some reason, my personality attracted them. And I could be sitting at a table, and one of them would sit down. How you doing? You mad about said her? And I said, go ahead. What you want? Well, man, they always tell me, we've been watching you, man, fight these guards and stuff. Do you even care? They ask me questions about that. Did you get out? I said, yeah, I care. But I care more about what goes on in here. I get out someday. I ain't even worried about that. And so the serial killers always trust me, man. I mean, when I say serial killers, I mean these is people that done killed across this country. Then eluded the police, the FBI, all agencies. It took them combined force to catch one of them. And we sat down and talked, and they like me because I'm not afraid of them, and I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I asked them. I said, look, man, I said, how many people you killed? He said, I killed 23. I said, why?
Do you remember his name?
Yeah, I remember a lot of them names, but, you know, what stays in Vegas, go on in Vegas, stay in Vegas. You got a relationship with them. And I honor my word to people. You know, when they sit down and confide in me things, tell me things, don't mention their name, this and all that. These is people that the news people will want to talk to, investigators. They sit them down and try to tell us why you did this, why you do this, if there are any more bodies, all this stuff, and they won't tell them nothing. Why you took the life of all these people. They won't tell them nothing, but they'll sit down and tell me word by word from the first person they killed to the last.
Why do they unalive so many people? Why do they continue to do it? What did they tell you? Did they give you any information?
Yeah, they did. They told me this. We don't get caught. I said, you locked up. He said, like I said, we don't get caught. I said, why you say you don't get caught? You locked up. You got caught. And he explained it to me. He said, just sit down and think about it. Before I can answer your next question, Fleece, you answer this. Why did I say we don't get caught?
He's not the one doing the...
It came to me. Well, I said, I know why you said it. He said, why? I said, you only get caught when you want to get caught.
Is that why they make the phone calls and leave little...
When they get caught, it's because they
ready to lay down.
Yeah, they tired of doing what they doing. They can't control it. They are not operating from their own mind state. Their mind is being controlled by something else, right? And it has took their control over them, and they know that as long as their control is out of their hand, they're going to continue to kill. And some of them, you know, like he told me, he said the last one I killed was a child. I said, a child? He said, yeah. He said, I took my time killing this child. He told me how he did it. Cut it, gut it, all this stuff. And after he killed, he told me how he feel about it. And he didn't want to do it no more. So he felt the next time he go kill, he gonna leave clues now. They know how to kill without leaving clues, without leaving any. They professional killers. He said, when we get caught, it's because we want to get caught. Ain't no FBI, nobody is smart enough to catch us. We get caught, it ain't that we made a mistake, it's just that we want to get caught. And I tell you what, I talked to all of them, all these serial killers. I was like, when I go to chow hall, they sit at my table. I have a table full of killers sitting at my table in prison. I said, how y'all doing? I talk to them like they regular people, like they ain't did all that, you know. And
you had to be scared.
I wasn't scared of nothing.
They just came in from doing that to that many people, and
well, here's what you look at. I done did stuff in this life. Anybody can kill. A baby can kill. Teenager, anybody, old people, ladies, sissies, gay people. Anybody can kill, and it's been proven. So, I have already killed myself.
Hold on.
No, I already took lives of people myself.
I'm gonna cut that out.
No, you ain't gonna cut nothing out. I done took lives of people myself. I ain't cutting nothing out. And so I'm in the penitentiary now. You know, I'm a child. I'm not gonna let nobody in here. I don't care how many people you killed. I mean, how many lives you took. I'm not gonna let you intimidate me, make me walk around the prison afraid of you because you done took somebody's life. You know, a lot of people took lives because they was told to do it. A lot of them gang members, you think they act on their own. They take orders, man. Man, you got to go do this. Here, man, here's the blower. We gonna pull it up, you spray, bruh. I'm with you. They told to do things, you know. So, I'm not gonna be afraid of nobody. We in prison. What you ain't got your weapon in here. You ain't got your gun.
They do have weapons.
Yeah, you gotta make it. I can make one. You can't have no more than what I got.
But them serial killers, they just snap.
Man, they snap when they trigger. They trigger certain triggers. They all got trigger mechanism in them. People just don't snap, man. Certain triggers that snap. A situation, a thought in their mind, you know, with them, they are controlled by the thirst to kill. You know, now you in prison. Why ain't you doing it in there? There's a lot of people in prison. People disrespect you all day.
Like you said, they was ready to lay down at that point.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. You in prison now. You done killed 23 people on the streets. Why can't you do it in here?
How you know they don't?
They don't.
You just got lucky.
Nah, I ain't getting lucky. I'm talking about in 40 years experience in prison. I've seen it. Most of them serial killers in prison are timid. They people that you would never even suspect as being a serial killer on the streets. They usually the type of role model inmates. They walk around, they got the best jobs in prison. They come out of their cells with their uniform with creases and ironed all the time, creases in their pants. They stay clean, take showers every day. They speak real nice and polite to people, give people anything you ask for. You see him in the canteen window. Hey, can you spare a couple of honey buns, brother? They'll buy you a case of them. In prison, they like it. I seen people talk nasty to them in prison. And they won't do nothing.
What about that crime or just period?
Nah, they don't even know they crime. It's only certain people know what they locked up for.
That's not public record in there?
No, you got to know legal stuff. You got to know people. So them serial killers in there, I've been on the walk. They put me on the walk with 4 of the worstest killers that I even heard of. People that eat people and all this stuff. And they stay on the walk by themselves. But they put me on the walk to scare me. Because I'm throwing stuff on the guards, assaulting and fighting and all this stuff. And they say, we got somewhere to put you. And these guys here, they don't get around other inmates. And they don't feed them the same way they feed other inmates. They feed them raw food, all that stuff. They eat people, they kill people, they do all kinds of stuff. When I got on there, and I was right across.
They feed them raw food?
Raw food, man.
And they eat it?
They eat it. If you give them a hamburger, they'll throw it up. It'll mess their digestive system up. Give them a hot dog, some grits, some pancakes and sausage. They throw all that up. It got to be raw, bro. I sit there and watch dudes eat raw food every day. But what should I be scared of him? I'm selling right across.
Because you raw food.
I don't care what he eat, nigga. I mean, shoot. Nigga, I eat booty. What's the difference? When my mama found out one of them gay pen pals I was writing, sent my letters to my mama. My mama said, don't they feed y'all in there? I said, yes. She said, what's all this about eating somebody's booty? That is nasty. I don't want to hear this. And boy, I said, Mama, I'm just doing that for money. I write this stuff. She ain't want to hear all that. Well, that's how we hustle. But the point I'm making is I'm selling right across from these people, serial killers. And I'm talking to them. I said, what kind of food they feed you? He said, raw. I said, why? He said, you ain't heard of me? I said, what is it? He said, I eat people. I'm in here for that.
And you was comfortable with talking to him?
Yeah. I said, you eat people? He said, yeah. I said, what do you eat off of them? You got certain parts. I said, okay. So, when was the last time you ate somebody? And he said, you think this is... I said, look, man, I'm just talking to you,
So he backed you down a little bit?
No, he didn't back me down. I give people respect, first of all.
He eat people.
I'm not scared of him, man. I'll beat him to death. And I'm like, that was my motto. And I don't care what you did, who you shot on the street, how many lives you took, how many women you beat up. Because most of them are coming in out killing women. Women, I mean, that ain't nobody killed kids. You done shot somebody.
What you mean nobody? You mean it didn't take a lot for him to do it?
Yeah, it don't take a lot.
Okay.
It's the worstest thing you can do is kill a woman.
Okay.
And a child, old people. To me, when it comes to murder.
So why didn't y'all jump on the serial killers when they...
You can't look, these serial killers in here, the ones, the walk I was on, can't no inmate get around them.
You was around them?
Yeah, but we stayed locked in our cell.
Oh, okay.
We wasn't out on the walk, walking up and down the walk talking. We was just in our cell.
Because they knew people would do something to them.
No, they know that they'll do something to the people. These is the ones they had locked up. You put them on the walk, they gonna eat somebody.
I know we talked about rats and all that before, but how did the inmates look at it? How did you look at it? What did you think about somebody that snitched?
Well, first of all, I look at that word as a 3-letter word, rat. I don't know how it originated, who made it to where if you call that, you the lowest thing on earth and all this stuff. I asked the inmates in prison, I said, what is a rat? They said somebody tells on somebody. I said, have you ever told on somebody? Even as a child, have you ever told your mama, your brother doing this, or your sister doing this, or this and that, this and that? Have you ever told on anything you seen? It's not the same. I said, man, give me the definition of rat. What is a rat? How do you become a rat? I said, here's people is, when the guards do stuff to us in prison, they tell us to file agreements to the administration, they correct whatever needs correcting. And we'll go even farther than that. We file lawsuits. So I asked the inmates, if I filed a lawsuit on the guard saying that he did this to me, did that, is that ratting? I mean, what's the difference? If he gets convicted, he can face time, sanctions, and
So you said complaining on the guard would be ratting?
I mean, what's the difference between ratting? I mean, if you go by the definition of the word, right? What is the difference? If you tell, you tell. You know, you tell on somebody, you tell on somebody. You know, and so people was confused of that. They said, so what you saying, Fleece? I said, look, man, before y'all call people rats in here, ask yourself, what are you? Have you ever did it? You know. So to me, I don't let nobody bewitch my mind, right? I don't like my mind to be filled with the beliefs of somebody else. I like to formulate my own beliefs, have my own thoughts. Because people that act off of that word rat, they ain't acting off their own belief. They acting off the belief of somebody that says that word is offensive, you should do this and that. If somebody calls you that, and if somebody is that, you shouldn't have no talk forms or nothing. That is somebody's belief that created it. Me, when I speak truth about something, being realistic about it, shoot, I remember times in my life that my own brother did something, told me not to tell mama about it. I did it. And I was like 13 years old, maybe 12. And he brought some prostitutes in the house, man, and they all was in my bed. And in the morning, he told me don't say nothing about it, but I told my daddy. As far as my daddy whooped his ass. I mean, whooped him with a water hose. I wasn't expecting that. I felt bad about that. But the point of it is that ratting? You know, and how can I go through life and with that in my mind? See, I don't get bewitched. I know the root to all the evils being done in this world is coming from one source, right? The devil. I know it, how the devil is a master at this. Somebody you never seen, but he works through people, through spirits and thought patterns and stuff. I'm at the age now where I'm able to sort things out, right? I got my own belief. Like, you got some people that feel if a white person call you a nigga, that you supposed to step to him, fight him, kill him, whatever. My belief is, as your belief, You call me something, I have the option to walk away. Have a good day, bless you. And just keep stepping. And don't let it faze me. Don't let it mess up the rest of my day. It's all about how you program. I don't like to be programmed with other people's beliefs, just like rap songs. I don't care if it's Tupac, Biggie Small, Scarface, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Eminem. Whatever you rap about, it's what you rap about. I don't want to take what you rap about and put that into my belief system. That I got to respond to what you believe or what you talking about you believe in. Cause a lot of we see now that a lot of that rap stuff is phony. Look what's coming out of Hollywood now. All the scandals and all this stuff. All the people that you thought were role models was tough and cold. We finding out now they laying in bed man with man, getting their butt split and busted. Their little booty holes tore out. You know, these same ones get up and make these rap songs about they gangsters and doing this and doing that. And the only thing they doing is laying up in Hollywood getting their butthole tore out. And so why would I want to take this man's belief, somebody to get his butt busted?
Hold on there. You been on the end of that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what I believe. I'm not gonna take somebody's belief.
I'm just saying, you
and make it my belief.
You talk about stuff like that though. We gotta be careful because you.
No, I'm not gonna be careful.
You done told these people you done got your cheeks busted.
Man,
before.
I'm not going there. I'm going with. It's the same with me. It applies to me. You know, my belief. Hey, that's my belief. I'm not asking you to believe me. To what I say, you should incorporate that into your belief system.
I wasn't trying to get you upset.
No, you ain't got me upset. Fair is fair. What you said was fair. I have nothing against that. What I want to talk about, though, is the fact that what is a wreck? Who in America can say they never been it? Who can say they never told on somebody? Their sister, their brother, something they seen down the street, something they should have kept their mouth shut on, they told somebody else about it. Is that ratting? Why is it only ratting when you get locked up and somebody, you say somebody told on you? But you done told a lot of stuff, but you ain't a rat. So what I do, it's a world thing. I take whatever the world believes in, that's your belief. I don't have to believe it. So the word rat don't mean nothing to me. Whoever they say is one or was one, it don't mean nothing. Not to me. See, I'm not that personal like that. And I done seen all these gangsters coming in prison, the Crips, the Bloods, the GDs, the Viceroys, in my state. I can't speak for other states, but in my state of Kentucky, I done seen them come in. And one of them I was cool with, and he was telling this dude, are you a rat? You ain't nothing but a rat, little young dude. I got offended. I said, why you keep calling that man a rat? You the one ratted on me that got me in paying attention. He swung on me, stole me. You know.
Knocked you out?
Nah, you didn't knock me out, man.
Oh, my fault.
Nigga stole me.
I thought he knocked you out.
He stole me in the face.
Slept you.
And people broke it up, said, man, y'all cousins.
They saved you. Okay.
Nah, y'all shouldn't fight. I walked out of the dorm. He comes out anyway with a big crowd of people behind him. Hold up. Cousin or no cousin, I'm gonna whoop you ain't gonna call. I said, when he swing this time, I'm going to dump him. When he swung, I mopped him. We went to the hole, got out of the hole. He tried to sneak me with an iron pipe. I used a pillar, blocked it. He want to wrestle. I don't want to wrestle. I got hand speed. I whooped him real bad that time. And next thing I know, somebody said he got shot 17 times and killed when he got out of prison. And the guy that was involved in it, gonna ask me, hey, look, man, I know they saying that I was involved. I said, I don't care who's involved in it. You know, that's on him.
Because he wasn't your family member anyway.
He wasn't nothing. When you raise your hands at me, we nothing. I don't care family, whatever, we nothing. When you raise these up, hey, that kills all that. I'm telling you this though, I got my own belief. That's what I'm proud about. I don't let nobody tell me, don't vote for Trump. I don't vote for Biden.
Well, you know Biden ain't running no more.
I'm using that as an example.
I know it.
I don't vote for Kamala Harris.
Kamala
Harris. I'm not going to vote for none of them. But the point of it is, I don't let people tell me what to believe in, who to believe in.
Can you vote?
Yeah, I can, but I don't want to.
Why?
I'm not going to put nobody in charge of me.
They're going to be in charge anyway.
They're not, and they man.
Just because you don't vote don't mean they're not in...
They're not in charge of me. I'm not voting for nobody. And I don't care about either one of them.
They still telling you how...
They ain't going to tell me nothing.
They're telling you how to live, what the rules to go by.
Yeah, we got rules, laws, regulations that governs this country. They don't go by them. We done seen from the Secret Service, the CIA, the FBI, the White House, Congress, senators, ain't nobody going by the Constitution, democracy, the laws that governs. We got judges, politicians, we got people, and all this is coming up in the news. They violated. We got a man, 34 counts of felony, still up there running for president. And they tell me I can't get a job because I got a felony. Yeah, I got a problem with that.
Right.
I got a problem with all of them. And then we got all these preachers and stuff all over the country talking about what is going on in politics and all this and that. What you gonna do about it? We all know what's going on. We want to know what is the solution. What do we as Americans got to do about this country? And I told people before the year 2024 what's going to happen in 2024, and it's happening. And let me put something else, let me put a conclusion on it. It's going to get worse. 2024, 2025 going to be worse. All the way out. It's going to get worse and worse. That wheel is turning. That wheel of corruption, evil, sin, violence, people getting offended, betraying each other, cutthroats, all that is a factor of life. And I'm telling everybody, if you got anybody in your life that is your friend, that you know is your friend, is real with you, keep them. The worst thing you can do in these days is burn bridges. Take good friends and do away with them. And so, back to the word rat. Who ain't did it? Do you think, what do you call it? When you go on the internet, all that stuff in Hollywood about P. Diddy. Everybody's coming on the internet talking about what he did and all. That's ratting. Even if, but they don't consider it as ratting. But they'll tell you a rat. So it's like you got to solve it out in your mind, man. Based on your situation, circumstances, whatever you say or do.
They say it's the difference between civilians and criminals, man.
There ain't no difference. People are people. They try to cattle. Let me tell you how that happened. Back in the day, people keep talking about the Bible. But I'm going to tell you something that you don't know, you don't hear in church. In the beginning, all the wrongs that people did fell in one category: sin. It was these white people. People that, rich people, that they didn't want to, in God's eyes, sin is a sin. A lie is just as worse as a murder. You know, if you lie, that was worse as robbing a bank, you know, to God. You know, it was a sin. It was all, but people didn't want to be in the same category. They said, oh, this guy just stole something. She's a prostitute. How is her sin and my sin the same? Only thing I did is told a lie. So they start categorizing sin. This sin is a sin, this ain't.
Sins or crimes?
They categorize and separate it. Start taking some sins and saying this is a crime, this ain't a sin. This is a wrong, this ain't. The things that they wouldn't do, it was cool. The things that they felt the world was doing, that's a sin, that's a wrong, that's a crime. This is bizarre, whatever. But in God's eyes, according to the scripture, a lie is just as worse as a murder. Why? Because that's the devil's main weapon. That's what he started off with in the beginning. That is the lie that brought about death. The lie that he told Adam and Eve, right? When God said, the day you do eat of this tree, you'll die. Don't do it. He told them a lie. She believed it. And death came upon the world when sin entered the world, right? Before that, there was no death, sin, none of it. And it started with a lie. And that's what is the wheel in the world that's turning now is a wheel of lies everywhere. Lies, 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 lies. Everything is a lie now. So with me, I'm like this. Believe what you want to believe. Follow who you want to follow. I'm going to follow the truth. That's what Hustle Spirit is about. Truth.
I know a couple weeks ago, I bought some handcuffs, and I wanted you to break them like you did in, like I read about it in prison, in the documentary they did on MSNBC, how where the warden and the guards and all them talked about you pulling the toilets out of the floor and sinks out of the wall, breaking handcuffs. Well, I gave you some handcuffs, and I don't know if you could break them or not. You didn't even try. But you said you probably couldn't because of the situation has changed. You're not as angry as you used to be when you was in prison. And explain that a little bit. What kind of strength do you think that situation caused you to have when you was in prison?
First thing is this. Me, along with a lot of other people in this country, in the world, you got kids being born in this world as gifted. You know, but it's up to their families, their parents and stuff to recognize what they got there, what type of child this is, right? You got parents nowadays, they don't look for gifts in kids. They don't look for talents and all that stuff. And you don't know. I didn't know that I had strength like that in me. And in prison, I'm stressed, depressed, poked at, disrespected, violated, angry, fighting these guards, bruises, atrocities towards me and other inmates. And when I get so angry, I want to express, it's like when I get angry, I want to demonstrate my dislike of certain treatment. And I seen times like there was one time that I was the first inmate in prison. Like 3 sellouts got steel bars. Imagine this, steel bars. The doors made out of solid steel. They got steel bars about that thick, solid steel. They came to my cell with a big old steel plate about that thick and welded it.
So you couldn't throw duty on them?
Yeah, but look at this. They welded the whole door. Now, I couldn't even breathe in there. There wasn't no ventilation or nothing. So I could barely breathe. So when the nurse come through that day, I ain't never did nothing to her. So I asked for some cold pills. Instead of opening the tray slot, she went down to the bottom of the door and threw the pills under the door. Like I was a dog.
On the floor?
Yeah, they threw them under the door. It got me so mad, I ran to the sink. I took both my hands like this. The sink is bolted to the wall. Got steel rods, bolted, screws, all that. I hit that sink like that one time. Boom. That thing said, all the anger just left me. I'm like, did I do it? Then I went to the and started toilet doing like that until I tore it off the wall. And when I brought it off the wall, a big chunk of it hit my leg. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Hit my leg right here. It opened my leg. A big chunk went in a big chunk went in my leg right there and cut my leg open.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, but check this out. Then a drop of blood come out of it. Not even one drop. Explain that. Then I seen time when it comes to breaking handcuffs, guard, they was roughing me up, slamming me all over, had me handcuffed behind the back. Guard them punched me in the face about 4 times. I turned my head this way, he go this way, I turn this way. Then he took my head and pounded. And I felt like, and the lieutenant was standing there letting him do it. So, that was the top supervisor. Letting him beat me like he getting ready to kill me. And just out of nowhere, man, I just pulled and I broke him handcuffs, come up off that floor and threw him. I threw him. I whooped everything down there. Threw him. You know, then, after that, I sat back and wondered, where did this strength come from, man? How did I do it? You know. And so, it's something that comes and goes, man. It depends on my anger and frustration. It ain't nothing that I could just, in a clear day, in a clear state of mind, just walk up and just snap. To me, I don't know how I did it. That's why I always tell people that there is a God. Because I don't see myself as having that type of power, you know, in me. You know, I've never seen it. You know, I lifted weights before and stopped lifting weights, but I wasn't lifting those 500 pounds or nothing like that. I think the most I ever lifted was 275, going towards 300. I can bench press that a couple of times, but I didn't see myself as a real super strong person, but I get angry.
Yeah, 275. How much was you weighing?
I was weighing about 170,
Well, that's a lot
but it's.
for a person 170.
I was locked up with a guy named Ron Palmer.
Yeah, I remember you talking about him.
Yeah, he was considered a Michael Jordan in weightlifting. He broke all kinds of records, deadlifts, pound for pound. He's on the cover of all kinds of weightlifting magazines and stuff. We was sale bunkies. And he wanted me to get on his program, man, his weightlifting program, but I gave all that up because I didn't want to lift weight because it slowed my speed down. You know, I like to be able to pop ease out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I lift weights and stuff, man, it's take me from a straight jab. Everything got to be hooks, and they weren't coming out real fast, and my reflexes was slowing up. So I stopped lifting weights, man. I just did calisthenics, you know. But and you can still see some signs in me, man.
I don't see nothing, man.
Yeah, it's there, man. The muscles is there, man. It's there, man. I was told the other day ago that I look good. But anyway, back to the point, is that my strength is, I'm out here in the free world. I'm not under all that stuff no more. Well, every day I'm being tried. Every day I'm frustrated. You know, out here, you got a lot of things you can do to relieve frustration. You can get high, you can drink, you can chill out, you can listen to music, jazz, just go to a park. You can't do all that in prison. You know, and I remember one night, them guards, when they came to kill me,
Mm-hmm.
to take my life, they all had, I talked about this, but they all had pillowcases on their head with the holes cut out, you know, like Klansmen.
Mm-hmm.
Said, we come to take you home. I said, where's home? They say, hell, you can't talk your way out of it. I'm like, is this a joke? Man, when they shot that taser gun in her, and I went through a flip road and broke the wire, you know, it's the hooks has got a wire on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I broke it. I knew it was serious. They give me, and guards was trying to fumble with this big old key that opened that gate. I took that bar, they had a steel bar going from one steel bay leg to the other that was welded. I grabbed that and just pulled and broke it off her and charged the door and swung and stuck one of them. His name was Riley. He quit it. When I found out who he was, I tried to kill him. You know, he quit his job. He went to the farm center, then he quit. But the other guards that was involved, that I didn't get to see their face, they still work there. But my strength comes at times when it's needed. I ain't never think I had strength like that. But it comes out. And I just don't, you know, when it's God in the picture, God don't let you demonstrate things for the sake of promotion or trying to show somebody this or this. It ain't the way God works with his powers, right? When they come through you, they come at a time when it's needed.